Alright.
It's time for one predefined build. This time it's Tekehu. When I had to choose his class, I went with Druid. So it's what I'm stuck with. His Druid is absolutely amazing, I love it. His Spirit Shift form is very nice. With some spells you can create ridiculous melee shark. Beautiful thing about Tekehu is also that he can be whatever you want him to be. As a Druid, they naturally have a lot of variety with their spells. So it's up to you how you want to create him. To be a support, to focus on crowd control, to focus on decay, to focus on frost damage, electricity damage, you name it. As a predefined character at level 18, this is what Tekehu looks like. He's got a lot of points into intellect and resolve, which means that he is actually good in melee combat because of the high resolve rating. This is one of the reasons why I focused Spirit Shift slightly. Next to that, he's gonna have such a huge will bonus, no one will ever paralyze him, charm him, or any other will based spells. Unfortunately for him to be the true DPS, perception and dexterity are much needed. He doesn't have at all perception, it's at 10 unfortunately. Dexterity is by default at 13, so that's nice at least. Constitution is by default on 10, which is alright, and might is at 12. Nothing spectacular. Cool thing about Tekehu is, besides that he can be a bloody shark, is the subclass bonus. Frost and water spells cast this way are foe only, which means you will not hurt your companions while casting frost and water based spells. Considering that we have huge area of effect, this is an important thing. It's up to you how you want to build Tekehu. He's got lots of options. You can make him a healer by choosing spells like Nature's Balm, Nature's Vigor, and then add some buffing spells like Wood Skin, Weather the Storm, Garden of Life, and so on. Then you can create him as a decay caster by using Wild Thorns, Taste of the Hunt, Wall of Thorns. Then you can make him crowd control based as well with Calling the World's Maw, Embrace of the Earth Talon. Then you can make him a martial caster. If you choose this option, it can speed up summoning of weapon spells such as Rot Skulls, which is one of my favorite spells. With this you're gonna feel like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, throwing skeleton heads around. Absolutely amazing spell. What I did is focus on electricity, frost, and spirit shift. With this build you're gonna be extremely powerful offensively, be it from spirit shift or throwing down various types of storms. Cool thing about Tekehu is that he can do a ton of AoE damage. For this alone you're gonna need Nature's Mark, especially if you're going to go down my route. It reduces reflex in an area. Reflex is counter to AoE spells. With this upon them, they won't be countering your AoE spells anymore. From the second power level, definitely go for Taste of the Hunt. This works very well with Spirit Shift form, which I will demonstrate. This does damage over time, raw damage over time, and when you combine it with this, which also does damage over time around you, it can nuke down opponents very fast. For offensive spells I went with Returning Storm, Overwhelming Wave, Hailstorm, Relentless Storm. This is the one that I went just in case for some heals. And I went with Nature's Balm because it gives robust effect. Really good for survivability, especially while you're in the Spirit Shift form. And from the rest, I don't know, for the last one you can go for Maelstrom. Let's say Maelstrom is absolutely ridiculous. And Prestige, as always. Next to all of these spells, obviously you get automatic water and frost spells. Some of them are extremely good. From passives, this is what I went with. I actually put a lot of points into passives, mainly because of the Spirit Shift form. Choose two-handed style. I believe that Spirit Shift of Tekehu does two-handed style weapon damage, not two weapon style damage. I cannot confirm this because there's no information. I wish they would put information here. What does it scale with? It would definitely help us. From Wild Strikes, go for whatever you want. It does not affect spells, and it only affects weapons that you use while in Spirit Shift form, which means your claws. Not your claws, but your head, whatever you're slapping your opponents with. To increase survivability, I went with Bear's Fortitude. Combat focus is a must because of the casting. I chose Secrets of Rime and Heart of the Storm to increase penetration with electricity and freeze attacks. These two are a must, rapid casting and far casting. Now this is optional, quick summoning. It works with Watery Double. This is extremely useful spell. Improved critical, maximum upgrade for Wild Strike, and obviously at the end prestige. The rest that I went with are spell resistance, tough, and practice healer, just so that I can buff my survivability while in Spirit Shift form a bit. That's all there is to it. It all comes down to what you want this guy to be. Now for the demonstration. Depending on the situation that you're in, I mean, if you're surrounded by enemies and they are targeting you, immediately put Avenging Storms on you, as I'm doing in the video, and then shapeshift into Shark. Start eating people around, and be prepared to use Taste of the Hunt. The combination of Shark's natural DPS, then Avenging Storms and Taste of the Hunt single target damage over time, enemies are gonna melt in front of you. You can also leave some of them to die from damage over time. Taste of the Hunt is really good. Thanks to high intellect, we can stay in shapeshift form for a longer period, same as we can have huge AoE when casting spells. Now what I'm doing is I'm casting Nature's Mark on the floor to reduce deflection and reflex, because I'm gonna start casting spells. Let's start with some kind of storm, I forgot. They all look similar to me now already. One of the best spells that you can cast is called Ocean's Burst. It's really bloody powerful. You should definitely cast it as soon as you can. Actually, you can spam it, that would be really smart. I'm gonna summon some storm. It's not bad at all. Stunning everyone around me. We're gonna add some frost damage after that, and basically that's it. You just spam crap all over these people that you put Nature's Mark on, and the ones that you didn't put as well. I mean, you just run through them. It's not that bloody hard, is it? The main thing is that you understand how cool it is to play with Shark while under the effects of Avenging Storm and using Taste of the Hunt at the same time. You can really do some nasty DPS. Now I'm doing Watery Double. You're gonna see the power of our double. This bastard can cast also Ocean's Burst, which is, as I said already, one of the best spells that you can have. Now you both can bombard enemies with Ocean's Burst, and that is game over, really. That would be all for this build. I hope you enjoyed it. I quite like Tekehu. With some attribute adjustments he would be an absolute beast, but maybe he can be even better if we combine Druid with Chanter. I don't know. I haven't tested that out, but like this he works very well. Thank you all for watching and see you soon.
Take him down.
Mother Ngati. The Alpha Predator.
Let's go.